The bag is a carrot on the stick. All the bag is a trade-off for the Bible. Once they got you sufficiently indoctrinated with the Bible, then they gonna make you chase the bag. Once they get you chasing the bag, they gonna steal all of the land. Once they got control of the land, guess what? They don't care what kind of bag you got, because they can switch up what makes the bag have value at that point. So, we sit here and we laugh at the demise of others. They exploit the mentally handicapped like R. Kelly and set him up to steal his money, but somebody was smart enough to seal his money. Once his money was sealed, now they got to get rid of him altogether so that they can try to figure out a strategy to steal his money. You're not going to get it. It's not going to happen. You can set him up with all the little girls you want to set him up with, because he didn't go to none of them. They all came to the studio. It's in all of the motherfucking complaint. If he's stuck in the studio, who's the fuck bringing these girls to him, and you know he borderline retarded? You know he a fucking Thundercat. A motherfucking, what the, Rain Man, autistic. And you gonna put him in there with them kids. He would have did the same thing if the woman would have been grown, but he ain't know the difference because he's a fucking retard. You don't exploit the handicap. But y'all sitting here making fun of them exploiting the handicap. I'm not going to speak on Wendy Williams. I don't have nothing good to say about her. Yeah, R. Kelly was a setup. It was a setup from the word go. All you got to do is look at the case. If he lived his life in the studio like all of the artists around him said, and all of the girls that was brought to him in the studio, you can't charge this nigga with a crime and don't charge the nigga bringing the girls. Period. You got to charge all them motherfuckers. But they didn't want to bring down their little pedophile empire, so they needed to throw somebody out there as the scapegoat. They had to throw somebody on the grenade, right? Somebody got it, because we know that they exploiting the children. They know we know, so now they got to make somebody retarded be the responsible. This motherfucker can't even count. He can't read and he can't count. Who the fuck secured this nigga money? Because that's who they really mad at. The nigga that secured his money to make sure that y'all can't break him and steal all his wealth, that's the nigga they really mad at. But they had to bring R. Kelly down in order to make sure y'all know that they can get to anybody no matter who they think they is. Somebody set the nigga money up where they can't get to his money. And as long as they can't get to his money, they're going to try to keep him in prison until they figure out how to access that money, right? So somebody secured R. Kelly wealth and somebody didn't like it, right? So go back and look. Who been teaching artists in the industry how to deal with these motherfuckers in the industry and keep their money? Now, I'm not going to say Dame Dash name. I'm not going to say Hove's name. I'm not going to say Prince name. I'm not going to say Michael Jackson name. I'm just going to give y'all some clues so that y'all can go check it out for yourself behind the scenes. Who is these motherfuckers that's teaching these boys how to deal with this motherfucking corrupt system and come out of that motherfucker with money? Because we ain't supposed to leave that sharecropping system with shit. But some of us is leaving with money. Some of us is getting rich without using a system. They call us underground artists. Right? So it's definitely in a trust, but the trust is what is locked. R. Kelly right now, because he's in trouble, makes it where he can't access the trust. Master P, he's a master at teaching these boys how to handle their money. Go look, right? Listen to the artist gonna tell you who teaching them. I don't have to tell you. I'm not gonna say their names. I'm just gonna say some names that give you some clues and tell you where you probably should be looking. Right? Who told 50 Cent how to keep his money? Right? The same motherfucker told Eminem. Right? Who told Eminem how to keep his money? Because they was doing the same to the pink folks as they was doing to us. And they was killing them the same way they was killing us. You don't believe me? All you got to do is pull the FBI file on David Carradine and Robin Williams, and you will see that JDL all in that shit, extorting them niggas. And they don't look like us, but they was getting money and they was paying. Right? So once you start seeing what's really taking place, you'll see how we trying to navigate the bullshit and they trying to force the bullshit on us with a bulldozer. you know. And so just remember, if you don't know how to handle money, somebody got to teach you. If you don't know how to live in wealth, somebody have to teach you. You have to learn. I learned from my big cousin, Ray. I learned from my OG Cricket how to get it from the dirt. Right? So I know how to get it from the dirt and I know how to live with it because I had an OG teach me how to get it from the dirt. I had an OG teach me how to live with it when I get it. I help all you motherfuckers, but you got to put a plan together. I'm not going to do all the work and then you come to me with your hand out. That don't even make sense. Right? And yeah, Eazy-E shit secure. Who taught Eazy-E with Jerry Ellis robbing him blind? Who taught Eazy-E how to secure the bag so his family can have shit? Right? So when you understand who behind the support system, then you understand why they bring up 30, 40-year-old cases on Cosby. But you got people that think this shit current. Right? Because you don't know in the 2000s that you tricked with women with Quaaludes in the 1970s. It's the same as you tricked with them with crack in the 80s and 90s. But now, all of a sudden, 30 years later, it's slipping them a Mickey. Come on. Y'all motherfuckers just believe. Y'all not reading paperwork. Y'all listening to reporters. Y'all not reading the paperwork. Right? So, as long as y'all not reading the paperwork, and y'all listening to the reporters, you're going to regurgitate the story they telling you, but it's going to say something different in the paperwork. Read the case, the Cosby case. All them bitches is reading from a script. If you don't know forensic psychology and pathology, you will never notice it's a script. It's a script. Then you have sections of ad-lib in the script. That's why they all sound like they telling the same story. Then they got their little ad-lib portion where they got to add their personal trauma in there. This shit is a fucking script. I mean, it's basic criminal analysis. What did he do? I just found out that NBC, when you secure NBC, NBC is tied to the land, and the land that NBC is tied to is supposed to be under the control of Larry Hoover. And this is what Cosby was after, right? Now, I showed why they really went at Cosby besides NBC. Because he said, y'all not doing y'all part. Y'all not raising the children right. Y'all not teaching the children. And he told Oprah that shit, and it was downhill from there. It was crashing to the brick wall at 100 miles an hour shit at that point. So if you don't know how to read the culture, then you just following the motherfucking mandates of the system. And if you follow the system, you're a slave to the system. And if you're a slave to the system, you just flat out a slave, right? So you got to break free from that. Then, BET. BET, Bob Johnson didn't want to come off BET. They wrestled that from him. Go back and read that paperwork. That shit critical to know. He was never trying to sell BET. BET was supposed to remain forever black owned, as they would say in modern terms. Out of this BET, and they forced him to have to sell. They didn't want him into the basketball, but that was the trade-off. They had to let him get a team. You got to be just smarter than them, or you're going to always get fucked without getting no compensation for it. So even though they made him sell it for $3.5 billion, BET had a higher value to us as a motherfucking television station than it did to them. They just wanted to use it to push their narrative into our arena. BET is not the same. It doesn't do shit for us now. Right? So my phone just gave me the word that it's about to cut off. So I'm about to end this so I can save it so it don't get deleted. Review it again, share it, teach the children, each one reach one, and let us get this shit over with. This shit is a wrap. Look for the red sky. It's coming. And it ain't that far off. Right? So, peace and love, fam.
To Young Ill the Cash App. I'm going to send it to my wife so when they go to the party tomorrow, he can have some change or whatever to play the game or whatever they're going to be doing. I'm going to be here working, bringing it to you guys. I'm a slave for you guys. I work for you guys. I'm nonstop finding out the information, getting it in so we can put it on for you guys. Hey, yeah, I see it on this screen, brother Lil. I see all the chat, man. We got shout out to brother Victor, shout out to brother Blue, shout out Priscilla, shout out Nine Ether Rico, shout out Lost J, shout out Cosmos Chaos, shout out Be Just Real. We in the building, man. We warming the stage up for the brother Rod Hayes, man. It should be coming in about another 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah, so like the water supplies, man. What y'all think about that? Like everybody water supplies is going crazy, man. They just sent the National Guards in, I think, the one area because it flooded real bad. We got a notification from Black Magic going live tonight too, huh? Y'all going live at the same time, putting in work, baby. Putting in work. Yeah, so we're posting the Cash App and the links for Haru, man. I mean for Hakeem, if you want to get down on it. He about to expose, hey, he about to, some Canada. He said some Canada like niggas. Some Canada like niggas, man. It's to my moves. Oh yeah. Hey, the tapes I'm about to put out, like I said, I'm about to put that water tape out today. But we had to have Hakeem a little deal today. I thought they was gonna do it tomorrow, but since my wife wanted to do it today, since today was his birthday, and we did that. So, but I want to talk about that water, man, supplies. What y'all think about that, man? Everybody water, like what's going on in y'all city, man? My whole city shut down because of the water supplies, the restaurants, everything. And nobody got no good drinking water. All of a sudden, the water, they told us the day after, and they come out and say the water supplies ain't no good. Don't drink the water, boil it. And we know that boiling it ain't gonna help it. Boiling it actually makes it worse. Because you're boiling it down to more to where there's less water and more parts. I'm telling you, man. So I got a filter. I got one of those filters. I filter the water. Then I use reverse osmosis on that shit. Then I re-add mineral packs to it. But I got drinking water though. I got plenty of drinking water, so I ain't using it really for drinking water. I'm just using it to cook with. The water to cook with. You can't even take a bath if it's safe, man. It says the water's got something in it. You got to boil it. And then I think it's because of the floods and the water that's coming from like all the trash and all the sewer backed up into the water. I think that played a part, but I'm trying to figure out how to get down to us because we are close to the area that it happened in. But I'm trying to, Jackson, Mississippi. That's right. It's in Jackson, right? The water, they had to send the National Guards down there to Jackson, Mississippi. So we live, we lit, man. We're waiting on the brother. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Skyfly. I'm waiting on Rod to come in, man, because I think he said give him 10 minutes, and that was he said give him about 10 minutes. I just told him we live, so he's gonna really come in. Just give him a second. I think he said he was on the way back to the house, and he's about 10 minutes out. So anything can happen. So we'll give him 20. We'll give him 20, man. Young Ella can hold it down for about 15, 20 minutes till he come in. But y'all been hearing about that water joint. Y'all city straight on the water? I know Jackson, Mississippi, man. Shout out Jackson, Mississippi, man. I hope they straight on the water supply because water is it's the main deal right there, man. Water is the main deal. If you got cut off a nigga water, man, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Noble. Hey, Noble, it's always been, they just trying to make spook us out. That's all that it ain't never been good. My city ain't passed the water inspection in 30 years. In 30 years, we haven't passed the water inspection. So you already know the water ain't that good. Where's the money going? The road, we got bad roads. We got these bad mayors running the town, man. We gotta watch who we vote in, man. We gotta do an investigation on these people, man. We got bad roads, the water supplies is bad, the educational system is bad, and meanwhile, you riding around town, no security, the mayor would have been a Bentley with a $5,000 suit on. You know what I'm saying? You riding around in a Bentley with a Rolls Royce with a $5,000 suit on. But the roads bad, everything bad. And you a young cat too, a young black dude. Right? I hope he don't think he black. You know what I'm saying? These niggas behind, man. We had a nigga come on my page today, Canaanite Land Moors. He got his own page. He the one that's dissing Rod Hayes. Right, Rod Hayes. And he gonna come telling me that why you still calling them these white folks, man. Like we don't know, like young Ill don't know, man, that these people that you got these Moors out here, they got that perspective. That perspective is that the white is not a color. It ain't right. It's not a nationality. It's really just a status. We know that. We explained that in the same tape that the nigga complained on. We explained that on the same tape the nigga complained on. That we know that white is a status. That they're not black and white is not. Here go to Brother Rod. Oh yeah, everybody get busy now. The Brother Rod Hayes is in the building, y'all.
What's going on with you?
Man, we already ready to get started. I got all them pictures in that folder for you too.
Okay, you get the ones I sent late. Did you get them too?
Yeah, I got them too.
All right. Well, let's pick up by playing the Bobby Hemmett video, the first 3 minutes of the artificial spirit. So I sent it to you, the link already.
Oh, you put it in my phone links?
Yeah.
I guess I was looking for that. I was like, okay, I was waiting on you to send me it. Let me see if I got it.
Hey, at the top, all you gotta do is scroll back up where I said Bobby Hemmett.
Oh, okay, all right, hold on. I got you. Oh yeah. Nice and slow.
Okay, so while you going
the first one, right? You want me to do the first one first?
No, the second one first.
All right, the second one. Oh yeah, you got I got it. Okay, hold on me.
We're gonna play the first 3 minutes of this video for the foundation. So while you've been ready to cue that up, this is the continuation of what was going on with us over here on the land and who was involved in it, right? So when I say that the Moorish Zionist Jews came in as conquistadors to the royal families who was Etruscan and Moors out of the Roman Empire, and the motherfucker say, I don't know what I'm talking about, we finna bring you some extra receipts to validate even more what I'm talking about.
I'm putting up the verse Bobby Hemmett right now. You there? Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, this right here, the first one right here.
Yep. So we're gonna play about approximately 3 minutes of this, the first 3 minutes.
Hold on, this shit gotta go back. Oh my goodness, man, this gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, let me go back. It's stacking funky with me, man. Oh yeah, nice and slow. Right there.
So he's going to tell you about a counterfeit spirit that's been here. Remember I told you they look like us, but they ain't us.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately unravel it from the social, the political, and all of these things.
Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna play it.
Fall off to the spiritual. Then the spiritual unraveling itself out of moralism and into science, and science unraveling itself off into the core of it. we ultimately find the ultimate solution that this thing goes far beyond even race. Because when this was put in place, the white man wasn't even on the doggone planet.
Stop right there, young girl.
This was a group of.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, we heard what he said. He said the
So
white man on the planet.
It's bigger than race because when it started, the so-called white man, the pale skin, wasn't even on the planet as a group of people.
Let's go.
Push play. We got about a minute and a half left.
Black people, it was under the behest of the cosmic archons. And they call them counterfeit spirits. So the original counterfeit spirits, let me give you the example. Okay. When the cosmic abortion and all this went along, not only did the Great Mother try to correct it, when these particular